Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Meridian Rush Project Breakdown. My name is Tony Dickinson, otherwise known as Prince of Darkness, and I am the producer of this track. This is going to be a two-part video, and in the first video, I'm basically just going to show you the breakdown of all the layers, because there are about 24 people that took part in this song, and I feel like a very detailed video breakdown would be the best way to accomplish showing who did what and all that stuff. So in the second video, I'm going to go over some of the really nerdy technical bits of the song, because there's a lot going on with that as well. And both of these videos are going to be pretty long. So grab a beer, get some popcorn, get comfortable, because you're probably going to be here a while, but it's worth it. So if you just want to see who does what, this is definitely the video you want to watch, and then you can just skip the second video. If you don't care at all about the other technical stuff. Okay, so this song was arranged by Glenn Elliott, who is otherwise known as Omigadrive. I didn't do any actual arranging. I did do some. I did make a few changes and added a few things, but mostly it was my job to produce all the sounds and mix everything. Because if there's one person that knows about excessive effort and unnecessary layering, it's me. Yeah. All right, and also I should warn you, I guess, if you're watching this and you happen to record rhythm guitars on this song, your parts might not be there anymore. Yeah. Don't worry, you're gonna still get credit, but I'm just a ruthless, power-hungry asshole producer who happens to be neurotic about little bullshit. So blame me, not Glenn. You have all permission to kick my ass at MagFest or something for not using your instruments. But all right, let's start from the beginning. This first bit right here, which is a little sound effects bit. So this thing was actually created by FoxxDragon, otherwise known as Nate Horsfall, and which is cool because he has some audio chops. He's not just an artist after all. Yeah, and I'm just gonna skim through a lot of this stuff because this is in like an 11-minute song, so we're gonna be here all day. I'll play the entirety of all the guest solos and everything, but all right. So continuing on. We'll start with the drums since they're right here. And the drums go throughout the entire song. So they're courtesy of Kevin Lawrence, the drummer for Metroid Metal. And I'm pretty sure he's been really valuable in participating in the rest of this project. So these are his live drums, and they sound excellent and great performance, very tight. We'll just give a little bit of sample for this. Yeah. All right. I'm going to skip down here to the bass. The bass was done by Cory Johnson. I'm credited with bass. I'm not sure why, because I didn't actually do any bass, but it was all Cory. Yeah, this is a great bass track. Tone is great. Well performed. Throw a little bit of distortion on it, and it sounds excellent. All right, now let's check out the rhythm guitars. There's a lot here. This first track right here, on the very top, is the ones that Glenn did. He double tracked it. I think it was first like Glenn and Rize doing Glenn doing left speaker, Rize doing right speaker. It really wasn't working out. So I had Glenn do double track them. But even right here, let's see here. those are my tracks. So those are the ones that like I replaced for one reason or another, mostly unjustified reasons, but. So those are my parts, and Glenn's parts are on the top. And then got the 7-string riff right here, which was originally played by MegaBeardo, but I redid them myself. It's a cool riff. It's just a little out of tune, so that's one of the reasons. And while we're down here, acoustic guitars, great sounding acoustic guitars from Amanda Lepre. And I just want to play through most of these because these sound really awesome. Awesome. All right, check out this part. Fast forward to the end. We got this part. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Those sound great. All right. So going down to all the keyboard type stuff. First is a piano take by let me pull up my list. I don't know everybody on this track. Piano Mercury Adept. Apparently his name is Joshua because that's what it says right here. Joshua piano edit. All right, so Mercury Adept / Joshua did the piano, did some live piano for this song. Sounds great. And then then those were intertwined with I believe it's Cubase's Ailsean Sonic piano, which sounds exactly like his. It's going between the two. Made it the mixing really easy. Then later we have a little melody right here. That one melody that keeps popping up all the time. And then some sweet piano arpeggios. Then we got these awesome live violin melodies by a guy named Joshua, which I just learned from Grant's breakdown video, just like a guy on YouTube that was covering some mono stuff. And guess we asked him to join, and so he did these 2 bits for this song. Very sexy. Very, very sexy. Yeah, Josh, I guess, gave us these 2 takes. Just like, hey, here are 2 takes. Pick one or the other. And I just used both because they sound great. And a little stereo effect on the violin. Then we got some MIDI, just programmed synth stuff. Over here. Oh, I forgot to. So actually, what this first Synth Lead patch is actually doing 2 synths. It's both. I think the first one is Pro 53, which is my go-to synth instrument right there, and then Korg Wave Station. This one right here, mono lead synth, which is doing it at the same time. Yeah. So if I solo just this MIDI track, it only solos Pro 53, so it loses half the sound. Then we have this other like minor synth patch, which is FM7 fatty. Okay, then we got these string sounds. So like I've got these string and brass tracks that Glenn wrote, and I basically just took those tracks and put them through Symphobia, I believe. Yeah, right there. Good old Symphobia. Yeah, I think most of these are things that Glenn wrote. I think there were a couple things I added in the string parts, like this staccato thing right here. I think I added a couple extra layers to some of the chords, like that. Yeah, stuff all over. There's that. Cool. And then for the brass, I did this how I normally do, like my orchestral stuff is basically just take symphonic orchestra. This is all French horn stuff right here, and I'll go over that in the second video. But what I have in it, so there's French horns, articulations for trombone and trumpet right there. Yeah. So yeah, and so basically, I think for most of these brass parts, I re-performed the parts on like keyboard, so they were more accurate for the sample library. add that little bit at the end. The bow, do, do, do. All right. Whoops. Yeah. All right. What else? We got something over here. Cool, and that's it for brass. Oh, and right where we stopped, I just kind of want to dissect this little part right here. Basically where it's going through this little bridge part. Basically, it's I'm taking the synth lead, even though this will be covered in the second video. I just kind of want to show this. It's like I just added like a phaser, flanger, and some weird stuff. Like, see what's going on right here. I'm just messing around with knobs, making cool sounds for this bridge. And then I put a phaser on the hi-hat as well while it goes. Yeah, more on that in the second video. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers everything now. Or wait, I'm sorry. Accordion and Glockenspiel first. Accordion by Careless. Get over here. Over here. Yep. Cool. And then live Glockenspiel done by Doane, I believe his name is. Yes. Yeah, live Glockenspiel isn't something you see all the time in video game remixes, so that's really cool. All right, so yeah, let's go back through, and now we can go through like all the guest spots and everything. I can probably play through each of the guest spots all the way because they're pretty short. First, let's check out. Basically, have this duel section. If you see what I did there. Basically, it's drums and bass versus drums and bass. They're trading off. And basically, the first round of drums and bass are Kevin and Chunkstyle on bass. And then Adam Henry and Travis Morgan on drums and bass, respectively. So let me play that. Cool, so we got Adam Henry's drums. At first, I thought I was gonna try to like make them, seamless with Kevin's drums and basically make it all seem like one drum set. That just did not work at all. So I made it a very like processed effects sort of drum set. And then do some weird stuff with it and pan it to the left and the right. Trading off with Travis's bass. Sorry. And then chunks bass. There you go. We got all these lead guitars, which I believe are a mix of Glyn and Rize. Let's see, and just like normal melody stuff. Nothing totally remarkable in here until later. A solo by Glyn probably. Well, at the end actually, Glyn and Rize do a double lead guitar thing, which is pretty sweet. Let me just play from the beginning. Alright, and then, so we'll go down to all the guest solos. First one is by Dr. Manhattan. Guitar solo to start off the song with. And then in comes Demonstray with some synth soloage, and he does two short ones. And this little guitar solo right here is by Lobos. Then back with Demonstray. And then me. All right. And the next lead guitar that comes up is by Viking Guitar. And like that lead guitar, I think it's just coming from Glyn. And then Norg synth solo. We got a Tim Lydon lead guitar right here. Alright, then fast forwarding quite a bit, we're gonna go to Mr. Metroid Metal himself, Grant Henry, with his guitar solo. Then we got a guitar solo by the Kevin Smith doppelganger himself, Mr. Ailsean. Then lastly, but definitely not leastly, but probably largestly, is SnappleMan's big guitar solo right here. Okay, I believe that covers pretty much everything. Of course, in video 2, I'm gonna go more into detail about everything that's going on. So, yep, I believe that covers it. So, see you in video 2.